I told y'all that Martell had told me that Charade was not his type. Have you seen him kiss Charade in these pictures that you see online? They damn near wearing the same outfits, same dog, same workout day. Have you seen him? I mean, anything besides holding hands. He didn't even grab the ass, you know what I'm saying? So Miss Ariane comes out and says exactly what I knew she would say, is that Martell was just licking her asshole last night. Like the night that Nicki's single dropped. But he took pictures when it took pictures with Charade during the day because both want bigger storylines. I mean, they're controversial on this. The more you see all these stage pictures, you see the photographer. How do you know? Why is first of all, paparazzi don't even be in Atlanta like that. Shaq, you ever seen paparazzi in Atlanta? Unless it's hired. You ever seen paparazzi in Atlanta? Anybody in the comments, you ever seen paparazzi lingering around Atlanta unless they are given a press invite to be at this certain location? Okay, we don't. And they take pictures. And sometimes they even put their logo in the picture. So if you're out in a nightclub and you see paparazzi, they are taking the pictures, putting their logo so you'll know that A1 Photography shot the photo. That's the same thing that they're doing. Everything that Candy said is absolutely true. And he was with her. Martell said he was fixing this woman's pool, but what he forgot to tell me is that he was trying to market himself while fixing the pool. And these two conjured up an idea to help leverage each other's both their platforms so they can bounce checks. It's brilliant. And meanwhile, she's still allowing this man to fuck on her and come in her for an LV bag. Moving on. Woo! LovePristine.com. According to Nick Cannon, 80% of women have problems with vaginal hygiene, prompting men from all over the world to speak out about it. One user on Facebook quoted, "Every time I go down on my girlfriend, she is a bit ripe. I haven't brought it up to her because I don't want to hurt her feelings." Well, men, worry no more. The goat of the Yoni care is back. Embrace Pangea's Pristine Vaginal Inserts. That's right. Pristine is an overnight vaginal solution that works in just 12 hours. Pristine will balance your pH and get rid of all that odor and itch. All you're going to do is take one capsule. You're going to insert it south, not north, but south inside, and wait for that bad boy to dissolve. Over 830 women have used Embrace Pangea's Pristine Vaginal Inserts and have had great things to say. Now get Pristine at LovePristine.com and be sure to check out a lot of the reviews at LovePristine.com. Where we at? Damn, son. Okay. Now, I want to read what the New York Post has put out. Okay? Remember when we talked about Wendy a couple weeks ago and the Henry situation and the marriage license? Just sites lacking common researchable sense, right? Hold on. Let me get this article. Hold on. I just want to read it to you. And then I'm going to do what I do best. Oh, no. R.Kelly's fiance, Joycelyn Savage, pregnant by disgraced singer in jaw-dropping tell-all. Let's read together, shall we? R.Kelly's fiance, Joycelyn Savage, claims she's pregnant. One of several bombshell revelations in her shocking new book, Love and Joy of Robert. The 26-year-old mother-to-be writes in her tiny tell-all, only 11 pages, and out on Friday on Amazon, that she found out she was expecting months after the disgraced R&B singer-songwriter Robert Sylvester Kelly sent an engagement ring to her home the day after he was sentenced to 30 years in prison for racketeering and sex trafficking. Let's back up here for a second. Let's back up here before I keep reading. All right. I want you to catch, you know what, write in the comments the lies that you've caught so far. Just the blatant lies. Just write it in the comments. Just write it in the comments. I'm going to go up here to the comments to see. Just write it in the comments, okay? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Months later, Joycelyn writes, I began expecting. So we go from the ring, being sent to the home the day after he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. And then months later, I began expecting. Months later, I began expecting severe morning sickness and was unsure what was wrong with my body. I thought I had contracted COVID-19. The New York Post. You think I'm lying? It's right here. I thought I had contracted COVID-19. The queen is dead, y'all. The queen is dead. But the amazing news of all was that I was expecting, Savage writes in the book. It was a happy day, but an incomplete time in my life. Today I am grateful to God for giving me the most precious gift, Robert. Robert is extremely excited about the news that I am having a baby and feels sad that Robert will not be able to be here with us. They forgot to say for the next 30 years. Savage told the Post a photograph of the ultrasound was the only image Kelly would clear for publication in the new expose, 11-page expose. Yes, Robert approved the book and his team and has read through it. I wanted pictures of us at concerts at his house and lying down together. I told them I wanted exactly what happened, she said. However, there were moments I didn't include in this book because I wanted to have a happy ending and story with Robert. I live in one of Robert's condos. Please put all the lies in the comments. Let's see if you can go back to all the shit that I put out that's proven. So much proven that I was subpoenaed to give it over and I didn't give it. I live in Robert's condos. I live in one of Robert's condos and I'm working on my next book, which will reveal a lot about him that has been tampered by the media. Many secrets. The Post has contacted reps for Kelly for comment. Just please put all the lies in the comments. It remains unclear how far along Savage is in the pregnancy. Savage also told the Post that there will be a second volume of her memoir released next year, and she's still hoping for him to be released and prepare for new beginnings. The short yet jaw-dropping read is Savage's version of the events leading to her living with the troubled singer. She wrote that life prior to meeting Kelly at 19 years old was emotionally and mentally draining and alleged that family members touched her. Family members touching you despite knowing you were aware of the situation felt as if it was okay for them to do so, Savage wrote. It felt normal to me that I was unable to voice my feelings to my parents when all they did was ignore my pain. Savage parents, Joycelyn and Joycelyn, have been publicly pleading for their daughter to leave Kelly. They were interviewed in depth in a 6-part tell-all Surviving R.Kelly series. An attorney for the Savage parents told the Post they have no comment at this time. In the book, Savage recalls the night she went. What the hell? Why do they keep putting this shit? Let me just read this last thing. Oh, hold on for a second. Hold on. There's more. You putting all the lies in the comments? Please. In the book, Savage recalls the night she went to Kelly's concert at 19 years old. She writes that she was eager to catch Robert's attention. She was eager. And to be one of the girls that got backstage. She did, and recalls Kelly putting his hand on my hip, gripping my butt and calling me beautiful and various flattering names. She sang for him that night and said Kelly brought her. Please go through and remember everything that I put out. She sang for him that night and said Kelly brought her to the recording studio after the show, where all of his friends constantly told him, I think you found the next Aaliyah. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Please put everything in the comments. I just had to go back, forth, and forth. She sang for him that night. And Kelly brought her to the recording studio after the show, where all of his friends constantly told him, I think you found the next Aaliyah. Savage said Kelly asked her to live with him in Atlanta so he could help with her music career. It was a very curious moment for me at the time, but I was cautious nonetheless, she wrote. My answer was yes, but I'm still in college, he responded. Daddy has everything you need right here. He pulled out a stack of cash. I wasn't concerned about the money at the time. I just wanted to improve my music, she wrote. I was always persuaded by him with money, saying I should not leave because this is an opportunity that no one else will ever have, and I'll leave and I'll regret it. Savage said she was concerned about missing her college classes, but Kelly convinced her to stay in his guest house for 3 days and write music. Man, this shit is the whole 11 pages. This the whole. I should just do a separate video on this react. But look, nonetheless, first of all, I'm glad that you. Can I finish it up, please? Can I finish it? I know we're coming up on 2 hours for the show. I know, but it's just so. He hungry, y'all. That's why I was asking him, can I finish it? You good? Okay. Let's keep it going. Please put all the motherfucking comments. The New York Post, okay? But they want to report on Tasha being sued by Cardi B. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get back. She recalled the time Kelly brought her regular and very sexy and grown up outfits to wear, since she didn't have many clothes with her. I have no clue why he brought me those hoary outfits until. Now, this is a book that Kelly's attorneys and R.Kelly approved to be published. I have no clue why he bought me these hoary, sick outfits until his assistant informed me that Robert wanted me to wear it for some occasion, which was a spandex and see-through bra, Savage said. I didn't question it. Thinking perhaps he wanted me to look cute, she added. She claimed that Kelly came into her room that night, sat on her bed, and asked her, "Who's daddy?" And she said, "You." And he replied, "Good girl," Savage wrote. She said kinky sexual acts followed, which became a nightly routine for the two. Savage said she became used to it all, although one act made her feel compelled to vomit. But I didn't. It turned me off. But he brought whatever I wanted if I did that for him, she explained. She also revealed the comparisons to Kelly's first wife and the late Aaliyah didn't stop either. As much as he wanted me to become his Aaliyah, he was afraid of losing me, which led to him becoming extremely demanding, obsessive over me, and unable to let me leave his sight at all, Savage said. Robert started to call me his sexy little Aaliyah, and sometimes just Aaliyah. But I would have to remind him that I am Joy, she wrote. Savage also claimed Kelly's team was paid very well and signed NDAs to not speak bad about him or reveal any hidden secrets. She began touring with Kelly and said the girls who would get backstage at his shows were strangely young. I couldn't say much about it, she wrote. Another younger girl joined Kelly and Savage on tour, and Savage said Kelly had the girls get nasty with each other and would also record the two girls doing things to him. After living with Robert for a few months, I didn't like him for what he turned into, but me and the other girl became closer over time. The other girl. The other girl. And I promise to always be there for each other, no matter what the scenario. Well, I thought, Savage revealed. This is the 11 pages she wrote that Kelly approved and Kelly's lawyers approved. She said the other girl became bipolar while living under Kelly's roof and missed her family terribly. Even when he was sent to jail, Kelly allegedly did not want the girls to split up and live on their own. Savage said they received daily media training in case they were ever asked to speak about Kelly. The other girls was eventually released back to her family and smeared my name all over social media, Savage wrote. And this ends the this is what the New York Post, this is their exclusive. They even put the link to the book. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They said Joycelyn Savage wrote this. Mm-hmm. And that R.Kelly's lawyers approved it, but they couldn't get a comment from R.Kelly's lawyers, who are very vocal. And the only picture she had available to show them was an ultrasound that was pulled from Google. Now, first things first, how do you get pregnant by someone in custody? Only prisoners who are sentenced are allowed conjugal visits on good behavior. And this is a sexual predator. So why would they give a sexual predator conjugal visits? And why would he send you a ring after the day after the trial? So you mean to tell me this man just lost his freedom and the only thing he could do is say or think of in that moment was send Joycelyn a ring. And then after you get the ring, fast forward a few months later, you're pregnant and you're sick and you thought it was COVID. Ebony Speak Life, hold that thought. Okay? Now, do you really think R. Kelly or his lawyers, given other cases that he has going on, would allow Joycelyn to write a book and state that he made them do kinky things and nasty things and wore whore-like attire and call him daddy, the very things that he fought during his case? You think his lawyers would actually approve this? Or do you think the New York Post got hoaxed? Do you think the New York Post got hoaxed? They're so desperate to have updates pertaining to this case. The only picture they had was a picture of the sister. This ain't even Joycelyn. This is not even Joycelyn. This is Jai. This is Jai Savage. But they put it in there and said, Joycelyn, Robert is extremely excited about the news that I'm having a baby and feels sad that Robert will not be able to be here with us. Joycelyn Savage wrote in the book. This is Jai. This is the baby sister. It's not Joycelyn. Mm-hmm. And let's keep it going real quick. And so listen, y'all, let me say this, because I know a lot of y'all are in the comments saying, I can't believe his lawyers would approve it. His lawyers did not approve this, okay? The New York Post got hoaxed. And because they are the New York Post, no one seems to question the content that they post. And so they run with it. R. Kelly does not allow any of his women to talk. Hell, he don't even talk. It's a hoax. I'm going to have to call Snopes and ask Snopes to do just a quick check. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a second. Let me give them. Hold on. Now, When it comes to, let me tell you about these are all general details. This is nothing that has given us that. This is nothing in this article or this supposed book that's coming out. Damn stomach, shit. My stomach. Remember, there's a baby inside. It ain't yours. Then whose is it? Or anybody else nothing in me around this.
You got a baby in you, that's mine.
They didn't vet the story or the source. This is easy. All of this can be verified online. Now, everything that they wrote about, that this book is supposedly writing about, is everything that's already been out, okay? And it was things that bloggers such as myself put out, okay, about what he made the girls wear, the things that he made them do, okay? Him making the girls call him, do you call him daddy? Do you really think after being sentenced to 30 years, okay, and sending her a ring the day after he was told that he was not going to be free until he was 84, okay? And she's supposedly pregnant by a ghost of R.Kelly that entered the room while she was asleep and somehow impregnated her. From out of nowhere. She dreamt of R.Kelly finally getting out of jail. Daddy, come home. Daddy, come home. And she just, voila, it's not COVID. I'm pregnant. Okay. The very accusations that locked him up, he's going to approve a book. And how does he approve a book if he can't read? There's just so, man, I can go through this. The Aaliyah part. First of all, Joycelyn can't sing. There's no way he told her she was his Aaliyah. And then she said kinky sexual acts followed, which became a nightly routine for the two. Savage says she became used to it, although one act made her feel compelled to vomit. But I didn't. This is something that he approved and his team approved. It turned me off, but he brought whatever I wanted, and I did that for him, she explained. This is a mother-to-be. This is a fiance. First of all, they were already engaged over the phone. Hey, baby, since you the only one left and you my ride or die, even though I want Azrael, that bitch coming home. Will you marry me? I need somebody to hold me down. Tell me you ain't going to leave me like everybody else done left. Tell me you ain't going to leave me. Tell me you ain't going to leave me. Tell me you ain't leaving me tonight. 'Cause I get so lonely at night. Oh, lonely. Oh, man. After living with Robert for a few months, I didn't like for him what he turned into. I didn't like him for what he turned into. But R. Kelly's team approved this. She's a witness. This is a witness. Yeah. But you know what? Y'all want to believe it. You know, they want to continue to, they want to try to discredit us, but our news is never discredited. We don't even have to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come to me like, bitch, didn't you tell us this 6 months ago? I did. You know why? I don't flaunt my sources around here. I don't do that. Yeah. You remind me of my seed. I wanna knock it.